Finally this week we start an exciting new season from the Red Bull Crashed Ice World Championships. And as always, we start off with our track preview.
Finally, it's time to put these back on. It's been a long 9 months since the last race in Quebec.
I actually chose to walk up the course instead of taking the ski lift, which is behind us, just to warm up and to have a look at how rough it really is. And I tell you, it is rough. Now let's see how it feels. All right, now this really feels like a giant slalom on skis, only that we're not on skis because we're men. But now the men might even be scared here as well, because look at how steep it is there. Let's go have a look. Now, I'm curious if anyone can do this section without braking. I doubt it, but this turn actually, I would say, is impossible without braking. It's the most technical part of the track, and you have so much speed into this tight turn with a little step in it. I think we're gonna see some carnage here. Let's move on. Oh wow! Now that last section is so tight and so fast. It's actually quite scary. You have to switch from one turn to the next one. You don't have time at all, and I'm actually not that sure if I want to be on that track with 3 other guys. It's gonna be sketchy. Have fun watching.
The Red Bull Crashed Ice World Championships returns to Helsinki, Finland for the first time since 2007, as it welcomes 6,000 spectators for the opening tour stop of a new 2014 season. Now, one of the favourites was current world champion Derek Wedge from Switzerland. In the early rounds, Wedge was up against Cameron Naz, Michael Johansson and Paco Schmidt, and it was an even start by all racers, but Naz and Schmidt managed to edge out a tiny lead going into the first corner. Schmidt manages to hold off Wedge in third until the big S-bend, where Derek attempted to pass on the inside, grabbing Paco. As soon as the race was over, that overtaking incident was under review, and it was decided that Wedge made an illegal move and was thus disqualified. Naz and Schmidt advanced. The first quarter-final sees Austrian Luca Delago lined up against the experienced Killian Brown and the Canadian brothers Kyle and Scott Croxall. Out of the gate, and Delago took an early lead ahead of Scott Croxall. Kyle was in the unusual position of chasing the heat, struggling to gain a position on this short Helsinki track, and the 2012 champ was also eliminated.
It was a tough race. Those guys were quick out of the start, and I had the outside gate, the worst one to get a line. So, yeah, I couldn't catch up after that. Lost my speed, and that was it.
Semi-final action, and all eyes were on Cameron Naz. He was up against Paco Schmidt, Marco Delago and Karaton Vlasov. It was a solid start from Delago and Schmidt, and that had them leading through the first 2 turns, while Naz was playing catch-up in 4th, and that's the way it stayed until the end, and another big name in the shape of Cameron Naz was out.
I feel like I just walked away with some more experience. The way ice cross is going, there's going to be more and more of these races on permanent tracks, and I think we need to learn how to skate on the rough ice, and we did that this week.
So in the final, it was Paco Schmidt, Fabian Mels, Marco Delago and Scott Croxall. At the horn, Delago exploded into first place with Mel, Schmidt and Croxall shoulder to shoulder, all jockeying for position. It was a 3-way battle most of the way down the track, but it was Scott Croxall who manages to sneak ahead, but then falls at the final corner, leaving the way for Mels and Schmidt to battle it out for second all the way to the line, with German Mels taking the spot. So Marco Delago wins his first ever stop, and he's mobbed on the finishing line by his brother Luca and friends.
I feel amazing. It was just a fun race. I'm so glad that I managed to do this fast starts and finally got my first win. It's an awesome feeling to be at the final. I just had this one more time in Netherlands last year, and yeah, it's a really good feeling. You just know you're now under the best 4 riders and just one more round to enjoy, and then hopefully it's a win.
I feel fantastic. It's amazing. I want to start in the season 2014 with a good result, and yeah, I did it, and it's great for me. Fantastic. In the final, all the pressure, everything is you forgot it. You're just racing. I mean, in all the heats you got a lot of pressure and you want to go fast, but in the final you're just racing, having fun, and yeah, it's crazy, but I like it.
It's amazing, just being on the third place on the first race of the season with all the best guys of the crashed ice. It's just perfect.
So it's the changing of the guard as Delago is joined on the podium by Mels and Schmidt as they take their applause from the crashed ice faithful. The tour now moves on to St. Paul, Minnesota, USA, and you can catch all the action from there on this show very soon.